Wow. I'm a little pissed. I'm a little pissed. Jesus. All right. Ugh. get up early to do something, I forget what it is, and I end up sitting at my desk doing stupid stuff. Although, I guess it ain't that stupid stuff, but still kind of stupid stuff. Then I'm replying to a thread on our moderator on Reddit who banned one of my posts, and I'm pissed. Some U.S. couple, I'm assuming, in Germany, said they had to move a bunch of money out of savings and didn't know where to put it. I told them put it in stable coins, and that's apparently highly speculative. All right, 1 minute left till we're off. And we're off. Well, VIX is still up 5.24%. Still got some green. We're going to be 50-50 day. Oh, no, we're going to be more of a red day. MongoDB. Gap down. Space. Filling a gap from the other day. KG. Okay. Fubo, right blockchain. Doyu stems a little lower today. Or I can't click on it fast enough. Okay. You know what? I should make a list today of accumulation distribution leaders. Ooh, that's what I should do. That's actually a good one. I'm going to do that right after this message from our sponsor. All right, here we go. I have to say, I'm a little bit impressed by Tesla's lack of range yesterday. Just absolute lack of range. That has got to be one of the most narrow days it's had in a while. So the high to the low, give or take $12 on a $600 asset, and it's gone. It's going to start going up, it looks like. See what our volume gets us. And it's gone. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? I need to get that soundbite. And it's gone. Just that. I need that on a loop somewhere. So I hit a button and that plays. It's perfect. All right, we need good volume to push this boy higher. We'll see what happens. Looks like Microsoft's taking on the chin a little bit today. Still July 16th. What if Ellie's using StockShed? Something was already open. Microsoft 716. Is that the one I got? 96. What was my target? I mean, 10 cent. Microsoft's 265, 96%. How come I'm only at? Oh, because my target's 275. That's why. Ah. I have 2 weeks to go. Hey, what's up, Ellie? Oh. Discord open in case somebody wants to jump on. Muhammad's never joined in on the Discord. I'm going to copy the link and we'll see if something changes today. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Although today may not be the best day. So far doesn't look like it, but hopefully it's just to fake you out and make you think the world's going to fall apart open. AMD with a bit of a gap up. There's AMD. We go from the leading VIX all the way down to 0.5%. Muhammad's a working person? Oh. Yeah, even more important. Oh, he's into MMA? Oh, okay. I think this is Moderna. It just looks like MMA from this far away from my screen. Moderna! Very nice. I actually had Moderna and sold it. It's exactly what I was afraid it would do when I sold it. Okay. Looks like I can't get my little tool up here. 617. Crazy. This is almost a whole month right here. It looked like MMA to you too. Yeah, it really looks like MMA. I'm like, oh, Muhammad fights for a living. That's great. I'll never say anything sideways to Muhammad ever again. He's going to hunt me down. That accumulation distribution line looking gangbusters. Yeah, go Moderna. And I don't have Moderna on here. It would be up. Oh, you just fight for fun, not for a living? That makes sense. I get it. 3D down 5%. Wow. Kind of caved in a little bit yesterday, didn't it? All right, looks like coming up to the 10-day. So far, it's been supported by the 50-day. You fight gender stereotypes and gender inequality. Wow, that's aggressive. It's the most aggressive liberalism I've ever heard of. Is that kind of like Bernie Sanders' Fight Club? I wonder if Bernie Sanders, that'd be hilarious. We fight for the working poor. We don't fight for the top 1% of the 1%. And my Bernie Sanders impression isn't that bad. Not really. I've done a lot worse. Still not great, though. Bernie and Joe fight? Hell yes. Let's do it. Let's put it together. Sponsored by... Sup, Bleh? It wasn't bad, Bleh. I was a little surprised on what came out of my face hole with that one. That was pretty intriguing. Although I don't know if ooh, workhorse. Ugh. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Not as bad as I thought, but it's hurting. We'll see how it does today. Volume so far not very high, but I don't like that undercut move. Oh, we've had a pretty good rally so far. You never know if it's going to reverse on you or if it's going to start some type of a more deep correction. Like I said, some of you guys just joined. I got to say, I'm pretty impressed with Tesla's ability to stay sideways yesterday. Like, look at this super tiny little flag. Really nice. That's right. Sell everything today. So yesterday you bought everything. Now today you need to be selling it. That's how investing works, everybody. JJ
Was a trap.
told me what was a trap. My neighbors, they're traps. They're always trying to get me to barbecue and shit. I'm like, hell no. I ain't barbecuing with you guys. It's a trap. It's a trap. What's a trap? Tesla or the whole thing? And he's gone. I just thought of something. I should.
It just seems to be a bit of a delay trying to sort it out.
Oh, okay. All good. I should put together like just famous clips of stuff from movies and shows and just talk like that. That's what I should do. It's a trap. The top 1% of the 1%. See, impression's already gone. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't. All right, JJ. Whenever you figure out how microphones work, we're gonna figure out this accumulation distribution thing once and for all, and master it so everybody's good.
It works all right, but nothing's perfect.
What, your microphone?
No, the accumulation distribution, or the AccumD, as you call it.
The Accumed. That's not a bad one. Actually,
yeah. We need
I like
to
it.
Something better.
I'm glad you're harping on it because it's actually no. I do like it. It looks like I like the fact that it uses volume. Very, very few indicators use volume. That's why I wrote the VA tool.
Have a look at JKS right now.
Yeah, hold on. I'm cleaning my glasses. Randy discovered memes. I think that's what that says. But like just verbal memes, Ellie. That'd be fun. Okay, I think my glasses are finally clean. JKS. It sounds like a turbo company. Jinko. Jinko's is this solar? This is Jinko Solar.
Had a nice little dip on open. But accumulation distribution still looking good.
Yeah. You know, one thing that bugs me about the and it's just the way that it works, nothing other than that. When you have these big spikes, now this one's pretty organic, but those ones that happen like after hours, right after the open, or right before the open, or right after the close, those things kind of bug me because they take all the nuance out of the chart. This one's pretty organic, though. You can tell it happens in the at normal times. So yeah, it's interesting. It's like a little bit of resistance up here towards 60.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, there was obviously a fair bit of traffic between 55 and 65, so there's going to be some resistance in that area.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But the volume obviously has been pretty good the last few days, trading days.
So SunPower has some volume in lows. SunPower's looking pretty good. Accumulation, I wasn't looking at accumulation distribution though.
See, if you look at the accumulation distribution on that, it looks like it's popping up with the market, but then there's nothing behind it to make it follow through. So I think that's probably going to completely retrace.
What, SunPower? I was just thinking of another solar name. I don't have any particular hankering for it. I was just looking at...
I just mean that looks like it just wants to come back down to $25 or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's not as good as...
It's a move in price versus a move in actual accumulation.
Interest. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, not great. What's another solar name? Jeez. It's been a long time since I looked at solar stocks. Yeah, JKS. I mean, look at that run I had last year. I'm not sure why, but the thing just rocketed straight up from 22 to 80. Almost 90. That's crazy.
Hey,
you guys hear me?
Didn't Tesla do solar?
Muhammad, MMA's in the house. Putting the smack down.
Hey.
That's awesome.
I don't really have anything to add, though. I thought it'd be fun to pop in.
I think every once in a while you should jump in, Muhammad, with a smackdown, or just like you need a catchphrase, and then you can just jump in with that. Be like, "What about it?" or something, you know. What'd you say? I don't know, just something.
How about we look at NTES?
NetEase. Let's look at NetEase. 200 support. Not bad, not great. I wrote some stuff on my board. I got a big whiteboard in my office. Takes up my whole wall. It's beautiful. And then for some reason in my head, I'm like, oh, what's the probability of outcomes of moves? And I wrote down very high, high, medium, low, very low. Very insightful, I know. Hold your applause. But I think I don't know. I wrote it out because I'm like, I do this in the back of my head, but I've never put it out kind of in the universe. So I would argue this chart is probably more of a low probability it does much.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Unless there is some sort of inside knowledge that you have and you wish to share. It looks like it's been flat since the 11th of June last year.
Yeah, it's been flat for a while. I like to move up, but there's no real recent accumulation or anything really. I mean, it's in a longer term uptrend, but it's not going to be rocking like a Tesla's going to start doing relatively soon. Or
just look at the MACD on the daily. It looks like it's going bullish. That's kind of what I look at.
Oh, the MACD. Let me flip over to my crypto chart because it's way easier for me to add stuff on crypto on TradingView. See, wasn't that easy? Wait, we're looking at NetEase. Couple pocket pivots over here. Yeah, flipping a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. It did a few similar things over here. I guess the question is what makes this time different, you know? That's kind of what I guess like to see, like, is it...
But it's different this time.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it is, right? And if you can identify when it is, then you can do some good things. I don't, because here it's kind of undulating. Even using the MACD, it's undulating around that zero line. So you got a little bit of green, a little bit of red, a little bit of green, a little bit of red. Maybe we'll just get another little bit of green. So I think it's worth keeping an eye on. The thing about stuff like this that bothers me for entry is that you have ever increasing highs here. Not that that's a bad thing, but they're not necessarily, if you use any of these as a buy point, you get screwed. It pops up here a little bit. The volume sucks. But if you buy it, it sells off. And then the same thing happens. Your volume's better, but still has no follow through. So I forget what NetEase does.
Let's have a look at FLGT and STEM.
FLGT.
STEM gapped down, but got powered up right away.
On which one? On NetEase or? Yeah, Fulgent Genetics. Yeah, see here you got. Here's your daily. There's your flat. there's your flat accumulation distribution. So you live on the 4-hour, JJ? Is that what you live on? Is that why I'm not I'm not seeing what you're seeing?
I don't exclusively live on the 4-hour. I always check the daily, the 4-hour, and the 1 hour.
Oh, okay. Because your accumulation distribution here just looks flat. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly what you're looking at.
It does on the shorter time frame. So on FLGT, I'm looking on the 4-hour, and the accumulation distribution has come back down from a peak in the 10th of Feb, and it seems to be effectively almost bouncing off a plateau that it set between February last year and August last year.
Yeah, so using the MACD, this one's crossing the zero so far. It hasn't done that. This one could undulate lower, very similar to the way that Nettie's did, or it could continue with this cup. This one has a little bit more of the curvy feel to it. Nettie's kind of dropped and bounced like a dropping ball. So I think they're.
What's with your accumulation distribution? It looks like you're missing the top of the chart and the bottom of the chart. It's not really clearly visible.
Yeah, because I have so many stupid indicators up right now, and I didn't have it auto scale because you can't see anything like this when I have so many indicators up. But yeah, if I do that, it's lower like that. It's right in the middle of the accumulation. So it's okay. It'll probably have a little move up to the highs, is what it looks like.
But this is the daily, right? So look at the 4.
Yeah.
Look at the 4-hour.
I want to look at the 4-hour. It's got a little blip up with a little price blip up on the accumulation distribution. And MACD looks a little better. I have a hard time with large like a 4-hour intraday on the stock market because the whole thing's only 6.5 hours long. So you're capturing, I don't know how long before you get like an even day. For some reason that bugs me. I don't know why. That's why I only go to like 15-minute charts, because that's like the largest I'll go with an intraday, just because it's so weird. Like if it was 8 hours, I'd probably use an hourly or a 2-hour, maybe a 4-hour. So for whatever that's worth. But I don't see any major difference on this chart. Not really. You do have a little bit of bump in the accumulation distribution, but yeah, I'm not massive behind. Your volume candles aren't that big. It's cool if you like it. I'm not mad at it.
It's no
okay.
STEM, but
yeah, it's no Tesla. It's not Tesla. Not Tesla. Yeah, STEM looks much better from accumulation. Even the price action, it does look really good. Yeah, we'll see what it does. I'm not really sure what it is. In the stock market, I am actually concerned with a lot of what they do in the sector and the industry. I think that does matter quite a bit, especially depending on the market situation.
Energy management company, like AI.
Oh,
essentially
okay.
AI software for grids.
For grids? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The funny thing though, when you say that, and this is why this can be important, you look at like a BEP. BEP is, we looked at them a lot in 2020. They've just done nothing this year. They're straight. They're not even in a minor uptrend right now. They're loosely in the same sector, which is a bit of a bummer because I've been loosely keeping an eye on BEP.
There was like a merger recently that STEM used to be called STPK.
Oh, really?
What's his face on NBC? Kramer called them out recently. Not recently, a couple months ago, which I was very surprised. But
gotcha. Maybe that's what.
You're right, though. Like those types of companies, like it's kind of hard to figure out which one has an advantage over another one. It's too technical.
Yeah, it's all contracts and stuff. Which is, usually you can see stuff in charts, but if you look at BEP, which, we looked at these guys in 2020, they're, these guys are gangbusters and they're not doing nothing right now. So the market doesn't have them in vogue. Huh?
Poshmark.
Poshmark?
Yep.
I know that's a stock, right? Posh. Oh, yeah. Is that in the same group or a different group?
No, it's totally different.
I forget what they do.
It's clothes recycling or
clothes?
reselling used clothes.
Nice. Actually, somebody in the chat does that. Who does that? Somebody in the chat does that. They like done really good in the past year. I forget who it is, but they're buying like used jeans from and selling them in Japan and shit like that, making a ton of money.
Just trying to figure out when they're going to have their next earnings in.
According to my charts, 8/11 or 11/8, as some other people like to say it. Yeah, not bad though. Not too bad. Accumulation distributions flattened out a little bit. Yeah, kind of looking for a turnaround here. No, not my favorite. Let's go back up. You guys is top of the list again. Sold off yesterday though, towards the middle of the day.
By other people, you mean like the rest of the world, right?
Yes, all of them. AMD leading the charts today. Look at that. Talk about a stock that runs the beat of its own drummer.
Congratulations on Ukraine.
But what?
In Sweden yesterday.
Really? No way.
And the Euro, man. Yeah.
That's amazing.
They're in the quarterfinals, bro.
That means the streets of Ukraine are full of drunk people right now.
I mean, like, because it's Wednesday or because of the Euro?
That's a good one.
Hey, Randy, remember markets closed on Monday?
Markets closed Monday?
Right.
Oh, come
Monday.
on. Muhammad's moving furniture.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I have a stand-up desk, but it's still in the box.
So it's wait a minute. That there's a bit of comedy right there. If a stand-up desk in a box, that's intriguing. That's intriguing.
Yeah,
I like that. I have a stand-up desk still in the box. That's just
I mean, I bought it to get rid of this problem.
Muhammad is living in a box. That's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been there for 3 years.
Yeah, just fighting my stereotypes.
I mean, the only stereotype is about people of Portland, right?
So is NIO? Are you expecting this to go like past? Because it seems like it's. I drew a trend line from like the top on the daily, and it's right at that resistance now.
Really? It's actually past that resistance for me. Are you in the Slack, Mohammed?
Am I in the Slack on my phone? So
I don't have it there yet.
I'm gonna post it.
We all three have different ways of reading this.
I'm gonna post it to Randy. Randy's gonna just stream it on the YouTube.
Can I put it on the Discord channel?
You probably could. Yeah, you probably could. However that works.
Actually, wait. You are in the Slack.
I am, but
He's
I don't have it installed on my computer.
Yeah, he's not logged in.
Oh, that's right.
On my stupid phone.
I know.
Where should I
put it wherever you want? I'll throw it up if you put it up. Otherwise, just post it in Discord, whatever. You posted it in general on Discord. I'll pull it up. Bam! I think your line's a little bit low. I think it just depends how you hit that second wick. Okay. So it's a little bit, when you have like 2 points really close together towards the beginning of the line, you get these big oscillations towards the end. So, like mine's a little bit different. See, mine has a gap. Yours is right on. I think yours maybe mine's higher, yours is low. I don't know, but like I could go from there all the way down to there, and it makes like a pretty big difference on the right side. But it's in the area. Yeah, I actually had mine right here. I had mine down lower, omitting that one wick going by the close. I just like, for some reason I like them closer, but yeah, I can't be mad at going up to the wick. So, I don't know if that's as important. that particular trend line. I guess we'll see today.
Yeah, we'll see it closes.
No, so
Okay.
usually I use those trend lines to see if there is a trend reversal, right? Because for me, it's not like it's breaking any kind of support or resistance. It's more like a psychological point of entry.
See, I like horizontal lines because they're never wrong. You can always redraw a slant line to a different shape.
Yeah.
But at least makes sense based on like yesterday's kind of kind of action around that line. Like
So
stopped at the trend line, dumped, went back, and now it looks more like it broke out from that resistance as opposed to.
yeah, that's why I'm saying, JJ, it's not. I'm not considering this to be a resistance per se, right? I'm considering this just indication of trend change. The resistance.
So then what's your target?
Horizontal. Sorry.
So if you look at the Neo chart 1 hourly, the accumulation distribution has made all-time highs on the 27th of May, which is when it started to do this run up.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if it carries on going and makes all-time highs on the price as well at some point. But nothing's obviously a given.
Yeah, so
I would expect it to go to 63 at least, right? To like 64, 60.
yeah, I drew this trend line.
It's got to get past 55 first.
Yeah, so I drew this trend line yesterday because I was looking at this as basically like a bull flag, and so I took a cautioned kind of measured move on it up to the 58. You could redraw this to the top and get to where you guys are at in the low mid 60s. That takes you to 64, just on the secondary leg.
Usually, if it doesn't break like 55, then you just abandon everything and run away.
Yeah, could do that. It's having a good day today, though. Market's we're still flat. Oh, we're looking slightly down. We're a quarter down today on the Nasdaq on the futures.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hmm?
Doesn't look good for market right now.
Yeah, just right now. We'll see. We've been on a tear. I mean, if things are just, well, let's go see what's actually.
I'm up 20% on Mana.
What's that?
I'm up 20% on Mana now. mRNA.
Yeah, that thing's having a good day.
Maybe sales gonna buy some Neo.
I just hold on to Moderna. The thing's freaking in all-time highs right now. So, most of our good ones aren't really down here in the lows. Muhammad's out. Gotta go train. Muhammad's got to train. EXPI lower. Yeah, really not much of the stuff we look at is sitting here in the doghouse. Later, Muhammad. Grub, lemonade. Yeah, not much is down here. It's like we're just hanging out for the most part. Well, we look at NVIDIA, look at our recent leaders, see what they're doing. NVIDIA's not going anywhere. It's down 0.3. Basically in line with the market.
I think it's going to go down today, to be honest, judging by 2 last candles.
Have a look at Jumia as well. It's getting towards all-time highs on accumulation distribution again.
Jumia?
Yeah.
Oh, JMIA?
Yeah, the price is JMIA, yeah, Jumia Technologies. The price is sitting at $30 when the all-time high is at 70, so that's got quite a while, a distance to go up.
Yeah, so actually, what I was going to do a little bit earlier, I forget why I didn't do it, is that I went through my list and wrote down all the stocks that were either had a continual uptrend on the daily accumulation distribution or had these flat accumulation distributions during the bases like JMIA has right now. There's a lot of them, actually. There's quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's like 30. There's like 33 here. That's not a bad little list of stocks. Most of the good ones too. So I think I'll make a watch list out of those. Yeah, this one's not too bad. If you look at stuff right now, you have stuff like this that's down that appears to have bottomed and is flattening out, and then you have stuff that is very few things are in highs right now. I would think those are probably your leaders. So Moderna's probably in that category, and then you've got some stuff in the middle trying to work its way up. So I would assume JMA is.
Microsoft is another example as a leader.
Yeah, exactly. Microsoft's leading as well. So you're the thing about those ones at the bottom. Sometimes they'll come up, sometimes they won't. And JMIA may be an example of one that doesn't. So, not picking on that one specifically, but it just looks like it's happy down here. I wonder why the accumulation distribution. But yeah, you look on the way down, there's really not a lot of volume here, is there? So yeah, I'd probably wait for a break of that.
I agree with you partly. It's just I'm looking at the chart of Jumia on different timescales, and it's looking pretty good to me.
Yeah, I'd look for a break of these two little highs right there for at least a trend reversal. If you want to buy it and hold it, that's one thing. I can't do that. That's not something I can do.
No, I agree. It's just one to watch closely right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. At the same time, I almost feel like it's come down so much we could spend more time going sideways. Looks like there probably is some pocket pivots there though, which are there's a bunch of pocket pivots right there.
It's going up now.
3, 4. Yeah, about 4 pocket pivots since it's kind of had this almost looks like a mini capitulation. It's not a major capitulation, but on earnings when it came all the way back up. So it's been a bit of a trend change. Look at the difference in bit of a trend change since that earnings call, huh? Not a lot of accumulation over here, and then boom. Yeah, the sellers appear to have gone away. Yeah, could be good. We shall see. So maybe change my mind a little bit on it.
I wouldn't rush to go buy it, but it's certainly worth
volume's still declining. Need to see. Yeah, I'd like to see that volume start to increase, and that's probably gonna look pretty good. Not bad.
I'm gonna run as well. Have fun.
All right, go make something fly.
I'm just gonna go get the kids.
What? It's no fun. All right, JJ.
Make kids fly.
So, you say make kids fly? James, we're gonna make you fly today. Ellie just revamped my priorities. I'm gonna make you fly today, okay? Get your wings, get to the roof.
That's why you're extending the roof. That's your plan to make a landing zone.
James, hold that face. Hold that face. You ready? Hold that face. I'm gonna post James is looking random right now. That's funny. It's hilarious. I have to admit the Slack integration on my iPhone through my pictures is pretty good. Okay.
There you go. He's ready. His face says, "I'm ready."
Is that what that says?
Yes.
It says like, Dad, what are you doing to me?
I mean, he has a closed doors behind him, so obviously.
Get out of here.
That's right. The doors are closed. You can't go anywhere. No, you can't. Oh, door's unlocked. I didn't lock the door.
A rookie mistake.
That's what I get for not listening to Matt Lauer and his advice.
So listen, I have a question.
What's up?
Remember this company called Work, which is actually a Slack?
Yes.
Remember they should have been acquired by Salesforce.
Yeah, and they are up $1 from when they were acquired, at least in the news.
Yeah, and nothing changed. Like, look at the chart. It looks, I don't know, I've never seen this. And it's been from what? It's been from December. It's been half a year like this.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So this
Can you
happens.
explain this?
This happens during acquisitions because they announce they're acquiring, but it hasn't closed yet, and so there's still two separate companies. This one's still listed on the exchange. Usually they're extraordinarily flat to the point of ridiculousness. And if you see something gap up 20, 30, 40% and has no range, we'll probably be able to find another one here. Yeah, there you go. Waddell Reed. I guarantee they got bought. That's usually what you see. Exactly like that. Oh, actually looks like they finally got delisted in April. So, yeah, this is no longer a stock. But that's what you'll see. Because once the deal closes and the ink's dry and everything, then they delist it. But until then, it's still a stock.
Well, why does it move? Can you explain this to me?
Why does it move?
Yeah, why it doesn't move? Like, if you say it's still a stock, why nobody's buying it or selling it, right?
Because it moves up to the price that they're being acquired at. So once the ink dries and money's exchanged at hands, everyone that owns shares are getting $24.98 for their share. So it's going to pop right up to $24.98. And if it goes below, someone's going to arbitrage that, and they're going to buy it back up.
I see.
Yeah, and if it goes up, someone's going to sell it because they're never going to be able to sell it for higher again. So yeah, in Work's instance, they're actually moving. That's actually quite a bit of volatility. It means that the deal probably isn't as solid as it appears on the surface, at least according to some people. Because here's, some people probably ditching out early, or you never know rationale for selling, but it still hasn't moved that much. But this is more than you'll see for most, because that's a 10% move from 44 down to 40. That's pretty big.
That's what I'm saying. It looks pretty weird, right? Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't look, and it's been going for half a year.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe insiders are playing it, and there's some shenanigans where they maybe have to close it for 45 instead of 43 or some shit like that. You never know.
That's it. Okay. I was just looking into any ideas. Maybe we should short it or whatever.
Nah, just ignore it. It's not worth it.
Okay.
Sand. All right, NIO. Going.
There's only
Crossing an imaginary, non-important declining trend line. Even mine, even Mohammed's. Good, pretty good volume this morning too. Fairly consistent. Looks like Tesla's.
Everything else sucks, though.
What's that?
Everything else sucks.
AMD doesn't suck. So AMD did nothing while the whole market rallied during the past year, essentially, and now it's starting to go. At least it looks like it wants to go.
Yeah. They've been doing so much with their chips, and it's just mind-boggling that it takes so long for them to. I think that some people were just accumulating and trying to keep it down.
Well, I mean, it's been in a major uptrend now since 2018. It was at 11, and it's up almost tenfold. Over 3-4. I mean, it does have to have consolidation times.
A year,
It happens. What are you gonna?
I don't know. I think nobody was trading big caps. If you look at a lot of them, they have like this flat surface for the last year. Everybody were trading small caps. Same was Apple, right? Like, Apple has this like beautiful year-long bull flag.
So I'm past the point of thinking how you're thinking, because you will never get an answer as to why this bases and why that bases. You just realize it's basing, and then when it goes, you just go with it. It's you'll never get a satisfying answer as to why these things base when they base. So you just let them go and hope, try to jump in when it looks good and all that stuff. So in terms, like why Amazon and AMD are sitting sideways while Microsoft's making an all-time high. I mean, you could, actually, the last time we looked at FinViz, Microsoft's numbers are like the best in the world in terms of margin and sales and stuff like that. Not really Not really sales in terms of revenue, but anyway, you look at a couple of their metrics, their margin is like 70%, which is insane. It's like I don't even understand how it can. It's entertaining how much. If you look at Microsoft, so I kind of think gross margin 68%. Like I kind of think stuff like this is maybe why Microsoft has overtaken Apple, because the gross margin on Apple I think is like, I don't know, 45 or 55 or something like that. 40. So that's kind of why I think maybe Microsoft is starting to eat Apple's lunch a little bit, is because and the operating margin at 27%. Like Microsoft's operating margin, so we have the profit margin is 23% for Apple, and then for Microsoft it's 35%. So it's like Microsoft's operating margin is Apple's gross margin, and their profit margin is Apple's operating margin, or whatever. So I think this may be why Microsoft is edging up compared to some of these other ones. But other than that type of a rationale, it's hard to know like why something is doing something and another thing is not doing something. Like you look at an NVIDIA versus AMD. Like I don't know if there's a fundamental metric that's going to tell you that NVIDIA is better. Gross margin 62, profit margin so 62 and 27. Maybe that'll be the reason why. And then 44 and 25. So, in that regard, NVIDIA is definitely outperforming AMD. But then you look at AMD and Intel. So it's hard to say because AMD fits in this weird little niche, right, between AMD and Intel. So 44 and 25. 54 and 24. And then Intel's not having a good day.
No,
anyway,
Intel is doomed. Was getting hammered from all of the other chip manufacturers, which now is everybody's manufacturing chips.
Yeah, and they will be flowing in. Some of this will go into AMD, which is maybe why it's starting to go up. Because look, there's no accumulation here on Intel. Nothing. Anyway, so
check out the Walmart. I think it's interesting.
Oh, it's fairly interesting. Wow, what a day today! Somebody must have bought some bottled water or something.
Somebody fat fingered the boy.
Apparently, someone's getting fired today.
Yeah.
Oh, JJ's got Poshmark and LAC.
I'm gonna mute myself for a little bit.
All right. Poshmark popped up. LAC may be popping up. It's got a little mini bull flag like it did over here. Maybe you'll have a measured move coming out of here or something. Take you up to 17 and change on a LAC and a could be a little pop there. Looks like NIO's leading the charge, 5%. Tesla is even getting did it pop over yesterday? It looks like it did. This range is getting, yeah, it did pop over yesterday just a tiny bit. Man, it's going to have even another more narrow range day today. That's it's going to pop at some point. This thing is like really tight. This thing is just foiling like nobody's business. Oh, we'll see what it does. Last time it coiled like that was kind of over here. And we had a nice pop out of that. But this would be a pop out of the declining trend. So that would be a move into the next phase of the, generational uptrend. Down to 355. That is super tight, yeah. And 15,200 are just going to kiss. If this thing pops up, these are just barely going to kiss. They may slightly switch over Because I think the 200 actually has a pretty good upslope to it right now. Yeah, look at that thing. It looks... Let's go look at it on TradingView. I guess I got to get to the moving averages. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that 200 is a little aggressive, so it's going to have a big pop. If not that it has to. I mean, these can do whatever. I don't really care. Just kind of interesting. Looks like it's starting to flag come out like this, but if it pops up, it'll start to edge up a little bit, and we'll probably start to curl up, and then your 50 is going to flatten out, and then yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll kiss in a couple of weeks and off we go. If the 50 can flatten out here, but it seems to be in a pretty decent little down. If we pop like today or tomorrow, it may wait till Monday. Today's Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday. Yeah, maybe it'll do it this week. I don't know if they can hold it that long. When was the last time Tesla was this tight? That is tight. That's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. That was a fake out breakout though. It's like a Bitcoin top. Goes high on no volume. Not much in here. Oh, right there's pretty tight. That popped off pretty good. That was tight for a while, but slight difference. Jesus, candles look weird going back. Oh, was that prior to the... Oh yeah, there's our cup and handle. Okay, so this is the whole uptrend right here. We don't really get a major bull flag there. That's a pretty unique setup for Tesla. Yep, okay, there's that first tightness. There's a... Not as tight, but that's not too bad. And then okay, there's a little bit of a bull flag. That one didn't go. If we fail, it could look like that. And we're just chilling here super tight. That one wasn't as tight. And the volume decline here is real. We got to see what it does today. That's interesting. Yeah, so we'll see what it's able to put together. All right, NASDAQ backing away from being so low. And I think today may be one of those test days where it's like, okay, let's see if anybody wants to sell something. And if they don't sell something, they're going to start buying the shit out of it again. We'll see. All right, NIO. AMD. Killing it. All right, LAC. Number 4 on my list, yeah. I know this ain't the LA Clippers. What is this one again? Lithium, okay. Lithium miners, so that would be in the same sector as maybe a PLL. Actually starting to get a little bit froggy. Maybe trying to run ahead of Tesla's move. Oh yeah, look at your accumulation distribution on this bad boy, JJ. Look at that. Talk about sideways. Do I have PLL on my list? I don't think I do. Oh, I need to add my list. I'm gonna add PLL to this list. Yeah, I'm gonna add this list, and you guys are gonna be like, "That's a pretty damn good list." So I think this could be a good list. All right, let me do this. Let's do a new watch list, and we're gonna do accumulation distribution leaders. Haha, leadership. It's all about leadership. In no particular order. Upwork. Oh, net looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Bam. All right. Oh, I mistyped one of them. Not sure which one. All right, so not a good list today, but let's go through these guys. Let's look at these REMX. This is, I think, a gold miners ETF or something like that. Rare Earth. This is Rare Earth ETF. PLL, Manitowoc, EVR. Look at these charts. These are all really good charts. Tesla, Snapchat, Generac generators, NVIDIA. Is that positive now? Oh, not quite. HubSpot. Nice. Actually, accumulation distribution, very nice. So this is flat daily accumulation or just continual uptrending. Microsoft. Intuit. A beast. Intuit is a beast. It's the hidden gem, I think. It's just straight up hidden gem. Nice. Lululemon continues. Looks like a bull flag forming over the past few days. IDXX, Massey, Net. Look at the accumulation distribution on Net. There is like almost no down days. Almost none. Oh, you know what? I wonder if you counted the up days where accumulation distribution went up or the down days. I wonder if that could give you some kind of a ratio. Fortinet, look at that accumulation distribution. That's pretty impressive. Of course, the chart's more impressive. Soxel, oddly enough, 3 times ETF, continually accumulated, even through that last base. All the way through that last base accumulated. QFIN, setting up a big bullish, flaggish thing. Twilio. There's STEM, good accumulation distribution. DDOG. Atlassian, Paylocity. That one's, the accumulation distribution is straight up diverging with the price. Not sure if that's going to work or not, but Trade Desk pretty flat through this whole downtrend here. Fiverr's been good. And that's it. So that was the list. Everything else had some pretty significant downtrends at some point during the last couple of years. So that was my list. And if you look at the names on this list, I mean, what's missing? Out of everything that we've seen, what is missing? I can't think of it. I don't really know what's missing. Your list is turning green. Nasdaq's at 0.07 down now, so it is Nasdaq's turning. Baidu? I don't think that qualifies. And it's also, yeah, it also did have this big dip. I don't think that qualifies for this particular list. Alibaba, both Chinese names, plenty of distribution on both of these names. And I don't know if they're leaders in that way. Tesla. All right. Look at this range it's putting in. Oh my goodness, is that good or bad? We'll see. You're messing with me? All right, fair enough. Look at that. That's intriguing. Here's some chop unable to go lower. I wonder if Tesla's about to start going. Roku? That's a legitimate answer. I don't think that's on my list. And it arguably should be on my list. It's pretty flat, right? Let's see. It's not too bad. So there's your high. It does go down a little bit, comes right back. No, it's on the cusp of qualifying or not. It may not. It may not qualify. It's on the cusp. Nasdaq 0.1. Tesla's looking froggy, man. Yeah, Roku may be the only one on the list that it's on the cusp, though. It really is. Yeah, I wish I could. I was trying to think of a way to automate this. I'm like, I don't know if I could find some arbitrary. So accumulation distribution is weird because you get some super big numbers. Let's see TQQQ. It's actually, I never thought about an index, to be honest with you. And it's not on my list, so yeah, that would be on there too. Kind of like Bitcoin, they just keep accumulating it. Dude, look at that. Imagine these people that have been holding this forever. Dude, you gotta know there's some super rich dude that bought this way back and is still holding it. And it's just like, oh yeah. So if he invested, probably $20 million back in 2009 or 10 or whenever they bought it, they're probably making that every day right now. It's just bonkers. Facebook? I don't know if Facebook qualifies. It's moving up right now with no accumulation distribution, upward movement. Yeah, I don't think it qualifies. I think part of the thing with accumulation distribution, and yeah, notice I didn't have Apple or Microsoft on there. I think it misses some of the really big names because the volume gets lower as time goes on. So Microsoft's not too bad, but it's still not really on that particular list. TSM? Nope. See, that has a big drop in accumulation. That does not qualify. Yeah, it's just based on accumulation distribution. If it means anything, and I think it means something. It's not everything, but I think it does mean something. At the end of the day, though, what I would like to do, and I don't know if I can do it on Thinkorswim, I can maybe do it on TradingView now, but I haven't tried it, is try to get a lower time frame aggregate on a higher time frame chart. So in other words, on the daily, if I could aggregate 1 minute candles, but think about that in TradingView, it would take freaking 2 full minutes to aggregate every single 1 minute candle, and it would only go back so far. So ideally, you do it based on bid and ask, and you flag it buy or sell, but that would take a whole application, and it's pretty clear that that's not going to happen. All right, let's take a look at Tesla, which still coiling. I'm kind of primed for. Okay, I need a move for Tesla. If Tesla pops, I need a trade. I think that's pretty clear today. So Tesla moves, I need a trade. What's the trade? What's the move? Is it up here to the 780, or am I going to get something towards the end of the year where we're back up towards 900? If we look at StockShed, which is where I make all the important decisions. Oh, did you send me something, Melly? Oh, it was a chart. I never pulled it up. Sorry. Must not have been that important. You never said nothing. Thought we were doing on Discord. Oh, there we go. Are we going to start? It looks like we may be trying to. Let's see if we're going to go. Okay, so the question is where, who, what, where, when, and why. And forget the why, but... Okay, so if your target's 900 to get back to the high, how long do we give that? If you give it to January, which is 200 days, it's really not that good. You're only looking at 85%, and that's pretty deep in the money, believe it or not. So that can't qualify. So, I mean, 900 is not too far away. Not really. I mean, I'm really drawing an arbitrary trend line here. Maybe September. That's 79 days. That gives you up to 240% by September to get to 900. That's a potential. If it starts to move up like that. That trend looks okay. If we duplicate this trend line here, try to parallel it there, this one, which you could argue we're in a slightly different situation. You've got it back to October. That takes you down 100%. You're also giving up a month. All right, I'm doing this one, and I'm going to do it right now. Oh, wow, that was 63 there. That's not a lot. All right, Tesla's, it's starting a little percolation right there. I got 6,300 in that account. That's not that much. Break even is 800 on this particular one. Seems a little rich. If I go to just 200%, my break even 742. I actually can't even afford that. All right, I'm just going to have to go with the 700, I guess, for 917. Damn it. $58. All right. There we go. I better go now. I need margin on my freaking Roth IRA. Well, not to make, because here's the thing. I have to wait 3 days for a trade to settle. If I were to sell something right now, I'd have to wait 2 days on a. So it's fairly annoying. All right, so September. Pulling back a little bit. Don't pull back too much. Could be though. The volume was a little light, but we'll see. I could go up pretty far. Just depends how much I want to get. Oh yeah, what do I got here? What? It's June, September. Okay, why are you so far off? Oh, that's why. September 21, 17. Says I can buy 3. It's wrong. Okay, maybe I... Things aren't what they're supposed to be. Oh, that's going to be more expensive. I want to be more aggressive. 19.3. Stock shed's broken. Let's try and get an environment up on my computer. It just wasn't working.
What are you talking about? Stock shed works.
I'm frustrated now. Someone's yelling at you. You're fine. No, the invest thing. Something may be wrong with it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's giving me different results than I'm expecting here. So it said I can get 3 options, but it's off for like $3,000, so I'm not sure. What's that?
Never mind.
Okay, I can do 7:30 too. That'll work. Okay. I don't know if this move's going to take it up, but I just got in, so. All right, are we done percolating? I don't know. I'm really on top of this. Maybe I'm too on top of this today. I'll admit that's fully possible. Yeah, bud. Okay, well, let him sleep. He needs to sleep then. He's probably freaking rebuilding his calves. He's gonna have calves like in your video games. Huge calves. No, my kids went swimming the other day for like 6 hours.
Well,
and yeah, they were swimming for forever the other day. And yesterday, my older son Ethan could barely walk. His calves were so tight. He just really overworked his calves while swimming.
Well,
you ever done that? Just worked that muscle group to the point where it's just completely gave up on you?
yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good day. He's like, Dad, what's happening?
Welcome to adulthood.
Yeah, right. NIO 5%, AMD 4%, LAC's overtook a little bit. Gerald, no, I'm talking about. Yes, I'm talking about Gerald. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. You're my helpfulest kid? That's amazing. I need more helpfulest kids. Get me some more. So now I do have another Tesla. So now I have 1, 2. So now I do have 4 Tesla positions right now, Ellie. So you were correct. You were seeing the future.
I'm sure. Knowing you, I'm surprised it's only 4.
Well, that's in one account. I do have 2 in this other account. Technically, I've got 6. So it may not be a healthy thing. Yeah, so I've got stock, I've got an option to 2023, got an option to September, and I've got that BPTRX, which is doing absolutely nothing. I'm up 1% on it, which I almost want to ditch it just out of pure lazy, it being very lazy and me being very impatient. Like, that's quite a bit of money for me to just have sitting there for no apparent reason. Oh, NAO's doing really good. I have this until August. And I'm up 86%. I wonder if I should just take profits on it. I really haven't taken profits in a long time. Market hasn't given them, so I haven't been taking them. Yeah. That's a good day. Let's look at this actionable list. AMD. Xilinx was looking good. Oh, having a good day today. Oh, Muhammad didn't mention AMC today. I'm shocked.
Is it still alive?
Still looks good. Those meme stocks, I mean, you'd think they would be, basically pump and dumps, but they're not too bad. Like, this looks like a real thing. Whether it is or is not is a different issue, but it looks like it. Alright, Win Casinos. CRISPR! Dude, our world is going to change in the next 20 years due to this CRISPR stuff. It's really amazing stuff. There's I think I may have mentioned this once before, but if you have an hour and you want to watch something that's pretty interesting, I think it's on, is it Netflix or, it's on Netflix or Disney Plus, if you have any of those streaming services, but I think it's called Human Nature or something. They talk about CRISPR, and they go into it, and it's really phenomenal stuff. Like, we have the tool now to do exactly what we need to do with a gene. So all we have to now do is figure out what the hell we want to do and what's the safe thing to do, and then we can just do it. Like, it's not even a concern anymore. Before it was a concern, but now it's like, okay, now we just need to know what. It's kind of like inventing the welder. You know, like before, how did you make stuff with metal? You just kind of melted it together in certain things, and it was all janky. Now you can cut things and then weld them together and make like really intricate things. We can do that now. It's freaking amazing.
Where are you going with this? Just talking about how amazing the future is?
Well, just CRISPR. The technology it's called CRISPR. It's a combination of some things that have been in our bodies for billions of years, and they know how to use it now.
Amazing.
And yeah, it's Human Nature by Nova. There you go. Oh, looks like you can watch it on. Yeah, so type in human. If you're interested, type in Human Nature documentary. Super cool.
Where can you watch it?
What was that?
Who's streaming this?
Who?
Yeah.
This one here says PBS. You can probably watch it right on PBS.
Never mind. I know.
Or you can do it.
No.
Oh, Netflix has it. Netflix has it.
I don't pay money anymore for streaming.
What's that?
I'm not paying money anymore for streaming.
No, you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah. I'm not, so that's what I'm saying.
Anyway, super good show. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I don't watch it. What do you mean show? It's like one.
Yeah, I know. It's a movie. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize to everyone who I've offended.
Somebody else here.
Oh. Then I don't apologize. Fuck you. Boom, that's the flip side of that. If the microphone's on, you're apologizing. If it's not, you're like, fuck you.
And then you find out it was a hot mic.
Yeah, it's a hot mic.
Yeah, near fast friends.
Wait a minute, this is recorded on YouTube forever? Oh, damn it.
Dude, I would really hope you didn't delete a lot of stuff.
You know what I think about sometimes? I'm like, if I ever actually decide to run for a public office or something, I'm like, they're going to pay someone to go back through all this YouTube content, and they're going to just pull out every little stupid thing I've ever said. And there's going to be some...
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying.
I know. There's going to be some intern somewhere who's stuck watching thousands of hours of YouTube videos that's just going to hate their life. Actually, they'll just do it through AI at that point, won't they? They'll just say, hey, artificial intelligence, consume this content, and let me know if they say something weird. That's what's going to happen. So AI will be my demise. Yeah. Oh, well. It was a fun run, Ellie. While it lasted. And I know, still looking froggy. Froogy. Good stuff. I think I'm a bounce.
Yeah.
I think
there's... Yeah.
We look pretty good here, don't we?
I mean, I'm a little bit cautious about some stuff not fully running, right? It's
like what? What you got?
I mean, list just turned great, but it's all around zero. I think it's a wash day for a lot of stuff. But few stuff are just going crazy, which is great. It'd be another idea of leaders going up, follow the leaders, and that doesn't say anything good about Tesla, by the way. It says more about NIO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be. Let's look at NIO versus Tesla on FinViz real quick. just in terms of like valuations and stuff. So NIO, oh, they don't even have a PE ratio yet. So are they not profitable? Yeah, they're not profitable yet. Revenue of 3.5 billion. I could probably get this on IBD. Probably be. We'll do both. We'll do both. Gave me a fancy menu, but they still have me do the same old garbage steps. I need to go be IBD's UI expert because they obviously don't have one. What? I have an account. Why you? Oh. You son of a.
Yeah.
Look at this garbage.
Yeah,
this is horrible. It is
That's
the
why
worst.
we stopped paying them and you decided to pay them again. I don't know.
Well, I still like the stuff.
Nah.
And see, this goes to their old website too. So I guarantee they have 4 versions of their website up and running simultaneously. Guaranteed. There may be more that I missed them. Oh, so Tesla is number 1 in the industry group within auto manufacturers. NIO is ranked number 6, 83% EPS change for NIO, 40% EPS change. So let's do this. Let's see if I can get up here side by side. Perfect. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. And we'll go side by side NIO versus Tesla. And I'm resizing my main window for this, so freaking lucky. You are so lucky. Wait a minute. What just happened on this window?
Oh, you can open 2 stocks simultaneously. You can only open one and it reflects, the other one refreshes automatically.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh, I'm pissed. I'm so pissed.
If that's true.
No, I've had multiple tabs open before. This. Okay,
see.
Here we go. I just better not click anything. I don't know what I did. Okay. Oh no, I'm not even in the right window. See, they have 2 windows. One's for public viewing and one's for paid subscribers.
Let's see it.
Don't do it. They're not smart enough to have push technology, Ellie. I'm telling you that right now. Okay. 86, 63. Let's go for the rating. So composite rating, 63, 86, same industry group, which apparently sucks. 74, 304 EPS change, 83%, 168% EPS growth. They're still losing money. 114 EPS, 114% EPS estimated change current quarter, 40%. I mean, still good numbers. 95% EPS estimated change for current year, 50%. Tesla better catch up quick. Sales margin.
No, but I'll check it out. Like last quarter surprise, that one. I think just general. It's a younger version of Tesla. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm not bagging NIO. I've got the position, so I've got both of them.
No, I'm saying that it's the chances is maybe it's moving fast because it's a smaller stock.
True.
Which is on the rise.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we'll get to, they have that a little bit lower. Sales margin and ROE. So 529% sales for NIO versus 74% for Tesla. That's a major advantage to NIO. 3-year sales growth rate, 34% for Tesla versus 292 for NIO. Maybe we should do a little bit more looking at NIO to see if we can, like, what's their factory status. We don't know things like that, right? Like, we know a lot about Tesla. We have Tesla going out 9 years now, but we know nothing about NIO in terms of.
I think they're like still single factory thing.
Yeah, so these 529, like, obviously this is not sustainable long term. Tesla was, you're right. Early Tesla was probably like that about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Technical performance, relative strength, 97 for NIO, 89 for Tesla. So both about the same off the 52-week high. Average day volume, both are good. Market capitalization, 82 billion versus 658 billion. Supply and demand, both B-. Better accumulation for NIO. and 8% change in funds owning stock, almost equal in terms of quarters of increasing fund ownership. So, yeah, and there's your, I believe the red is the 50-day. Yeah, so, yeah, NIO definitely broke first. And, yep, okay. Interesting. Very interesting to see that.
Okay, I need to go.
So all in NIO. All right, man.
Yeah,
Bye.
all in NIO. Bye.
I'm leaving too. Bye. Yep, I'm bouncing everybody. Unless you have any questions. Let's go back here real quick. All right, 0.06 for that. And it looks like Tesla has stalled out a little bit. I jumped the gun a little bit on that Tesla trade. And they caught me slipping. They better not drop it too far. Let's go down to the 5 minute. Let's go straight to the 1, see what's what. So we're right. Yeah, so they bought and sold about the same. That's not a very good breakout. Likely still. I got the top again on that one. Yeah, I had too much time. If it's going to go, it's not even going to give me that much time to get my trade together. But I don't know. We'll see. Still not bad, though. This flag on Tesla, I still think is amazing. NIO leading the charts today. Absolutely leading. AMD 4.2 looking great in a bull flag. Yeah, one day it's one stock, one day it's another stock. This so far is a really, really good environment. How's Moderna doing? Looks like it's sold off a little bit. Nothing too bad yet, though. Volume yesterday, it was above average. Okay. Wish it was above those 2 red candles, but they both had some semblance of accumulation. All right, I think I'm going to bounce too. I'm going to get out of here. So far, market's doing what it should be doing. You got some leaders leading, some leaders lagging, and eventually they'll, couple weeks, hopefully they'll all be up. And we'll be good to go. All right, everyone, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow or later in the Crypto Power Hour.